Hey guys and girls, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of the Age of Adventure with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day. As always, we're back in our Steam workshop, and we have been very busy making these awesome rock smashers and playing with all the little bits and bobs that the Professor Flaxbeard's adds. It's been pretty fun, but we've got a couple more things that we're going to have a little play with today. And then I think in the next episode we're going to go and beat on a Gaia Guardian, because I am ready to go and do that. But we're going to show off some of the kind of, the late game stuff that's really cool before we do that. So, I have made myself a couple of things. I'm going to show these off in a second, but let's grab these, because I've made myself 3 Thumpers. Yes, they're awesome. And we've also got some stuff for some flash boilers. I'm going to need these guys. I'm probably going to want some rupture discs, because, yeah, they do, the things happen, and some pipes. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to set this up, and then we're going to leave it running for a while while we come back and look at the exosuit. Doesn't that look funky? Cool, right, let's go out and do this. So, I'm going to go and place this in the desert, I believe, when it decides to load. You can do this anywhere, pretty much, but the way that it works is very different to any normal quarry. I don't think I could even really call it a quarry. It's more it breaks the ground beneath you and leaves a giant scar in the ground, which is awesome. If we actually have a look at it here, let's have a look at the Thumper. So I need to think bigger. I've wasted my time working on manipulating small things like moving water or something rock. No, I need to think on a grander scale. This is where the Thumper comes in. The Thumper is able to fracture the very earth itself, slowly eroding a ravine below it. This ravine won't be exposed to the surface, and the destroyed rock and ore will remain there. So I must find another way to collect the spoils. Eventually, the Thumper will slow and stop fracturing altogether. It should then be moved. Cool. So that's how it works. But I'm going to try it in the desert to see if the ground does actually drop. So, because it's sand, isn't it? So to see if that actually does that, and if it does do that, we'll be able to see the kind of cracks below it. That's depending that it doesn't reach the stuff, all the rocky stuff below it. We might have to do it a bit higher up, maybe. Let's try it. Let's just do it here. This will be fine. So, before we do anything, we're going to need to make a little area for our steam production. So I'm going to put down my flash boiler here. I'm going to get rid of these as well, because we're going to want a place for our water, aren't we? So we'll have the 2 guys that are Archimedes screws. We're going to use 2 this time to make sure it really does keep up. And then we'll do this and throw this guy in here. There we go. It's a little bit sunk in the ground, but maybe we can just do this. There we go. Now we can see the guy. Lovely. Let's put that there and that there. And we're going to need some water as well. So let me get some buckets. We'll go and fill this up with some liquid so that it can do all the stuff it needs to do. So we'll have one there and one here. We're going to need a little bit more than this. So let's do it this way, because each one of these is really going to need its own little corner, isn't it? So if we do that and that, and then we can put a bucket there, and that makes one infinite one, and we can put another one here like that, and boom. Cool. Right, so that's all set up. Let's get some steam going to these guys from the back. Cool. And I think we could be ready to go. I'm going to pop a rupture disc on the front as well, just in case anything horribly bad decides to happen. And we're going to want some water for getting it going as well. So let's grab a couple more buckets worth, and we'll pop them in there. Awesome. So it's got a little bit of water in there. That should be fine. And let's go and grab some coal from the base. So I have had a play with these Thumper things, and they are pretty cool. Like the whole, just how they look and how they work is awesome. As far as picking the stuff up, there's so many different ways you could do it, so I'll leave that to kind of your imagination. It really depends on the mods that you've actually got installed, I think, on what you'd use to grab all of the stuff, or you can just do it the old school way and, go down and pick it up by hand. Blocks don't despawn for, what is it, like 5 minutes in Minecraft? If they stack, it's another 5 minutes, so yeah, I don't know whether this keeps them loaded. It says that obviously the blocks stay there, so maybe it even keeps them loaded. Who knows? But I wouldn't stick with that. Right, where did I put it? It was over here somewhere, wasn't it? There we go. So let's chuck in some blocks, and we'll start producing some steam. There we go, you can see our SU going up. And we're now going to put down our Thumpers. So I think the first one we're going to place, and these make quite a big ravine, so I'd rather not have it so close to this, but I guess around here is about fine. So we'll put one there. Let's put another one like here, and another one here. So what's that? 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll move this one over a little tad. I think you can space them out a lot more than this, because I've seen the ravines these make, and in this one we'll easily fill this whole area, but yeah, let's try and keep it kind of compact. So let's bring out our steam from here. There we go. So we've got our steam going into there, and then we'll do that and that. And we'll see these guys filling up with steam. Lovely. Now we do have to be kind of careful with the pressure on this, because there is no spare tanks anywhere for the pressure to go, so that's why I popped on the rupture disc. So if we get way too much in there, and I've seen this go over 100% pressure and not blow up or anything, the rupture disc will pop. And we've got some zinc plates back at the base, so if that does happen, we can just go and patch it up, but at least we're not going to lose our flash boiler, because I don't want anything exploding. Right, let's look on these guys. So we got some SU going in there, got some pressure. So really, any time now, you're going to see these start doing their thing. And, oh, here we go. It's amazing. Oh, yeah, that sound. It's just so good. Look at them all doing their thing. Oh, that was a big one. Oh. Wow. So these are basically breaking the ground below them, making ravines. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to go deep enough that the sand's going to fall, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Maybe we'll make like a hole or something just to check. Let's have a look. Let's go down here a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks like it reaches sandstone. Have I got my pyro, just in case I fall in? Wouldn't want that happening. Oh! Here we go, we can see a ravine. So I guess if we go this way, find the other ravine. If we go this way, find this one. See, look, they're making these awesome ravines. The blocks are dropping as they hit. It's pretty cool. And they're going to get a lot bigger than this. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and play with some of the Exosuit. And then we'll be back to see how these guys are doing. That's saying this hasn't exploded. Pressure's already up to like 30-something%. I might get some tanks. I think tanks could be a good shout. Yeah, let's go grab some tanks quickly before we do the whole exosuit thing. I would most rather not have that explode if possible. And I know we got the rupture disc and stuff, but when the rupture disc goes off, you lose all your pressure, so I'd rather not that happen. So let's grab some of this, and we're just going to throw some tanks on top for while we do all of this. So let's do that. We'll get 4 tanks. 4 tanks is going to be more than enough. The rest of that can go in there. Yeah, let's go and chuck these on top. But you can hear them from a mile off, and they're just so cool, aren't they? Like, you have like Buildcraft quarries and things like that, but I don't know a quarry that's as funky as this guy. This is in a league of its own. You'd see this with loads of oil around and stuff. It's just awesome. So let's... Do these fill? They do, if I do that. Okay, right. We'll pop these on top. There we go. So hopefully that will relieve some of the pressure. Hopefully, he says. We'll find out. Okay, right. Let's go and play with some of this stuff, because it's pretty exciting. And it is a lot of fun. And let me show you the other things that I've made as well. So I've made myself a flintlock musket, and there is like a little pistol version of this as well, but you have to craft yourself these musket cartridges, and they're not that bad. You just need some iron nuggets, or lead if you've got it, some paper and some gunpowder, and you get 2 for those. And what you do is you load it up, so you can see it loading up at the bottom. We've got the 2 bars, the one loading up, and then we can hold it, and we can draw it back like a bow, and bam! Pretty cool, right? And you can get a little bit of kickback. I like. The other thing I've got is the spyglass, and this is exceptionally cool. So what we can do with this is we can see that elephant over there. Yes. Oh, isn't that funky? You can get right into its face and see all the things, and it actually really does zoom in. It's amazing how it does that. We can come back out. So when you've got it holded in, you push your right mouse button, that zooms you in. And then when you push your left mouse button, it zooms you out like that. Or you can just switch item and it goes back to its original magnification. But that's still pretty funky, isn't it? So if we're like on the top of the base, having a look around, let's do a bit of spying, shall we? Let's make our way up to the top and we'll have a little looky-see. See how this works. Oh, let's go up this way. Let's cheat a little bit. Oh, man, I can't get straight up there. Oh, there we go. And cool. I wonder if I can make it up there. No. Maybe. Oh. No. Okay. But yeah, you get the idea. We can go over and see our guys down there. They don't. We're a little bit too far away for them to be loading in, I guess. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. But wow, this is pretty cool, isn't it? I guess if the render distance on the server was longer, we might be able to see those. But yeah, I like. Look at that elephant down there. Can see anything around here? What have we got? Oh, there's another elephant in there. I can see it. Hiding away. What's that? Oh, I think that's a Botania flower. Wow. Cool. All right, so let's check out this exosuit and see what it's all about. Now, we have to make a couple of things before we can get playing with it. The first thing you're really going to need is the engineering table, which is this guy, and it's fairly cheap to make. You just craft one of these and you get this kind of GUI when you click on it. Then you have to make your exosuit, and we've got all these parts here. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch out our Elementium for the exosuit parts. There we go. And now I look pretty cool. It definitely goes with my hat and my pink swords. I'm just gonna go with that. But if we have a look in the book and do a little bit of reading on it, make sure we do everything right. So we've got right back here the exosuit. So I've been able to manipulate the world to my desire using the power of steam. What left is there to improve but me? This is where my exosuit comes in. A versatile armor set powered by steam. Upgrades can be placed in the suit using an engineering table. First things first, I need to place a steam tank on the cuboid shaped slot in the exosuit chest piece. I then can fill the chest piece with steam. A full set of exosuit parts will provide a small mining and speed boost, but without steam I will be slowed. Oh. So there we have it, there's the engineering table. You can see that it's got the cobblestone with the iron plate, and we also have the parts here. So we have the chest piece, the head piece, the leg piece, and the booties. So we can wear all of those, but at the minute I believe I'd be slightly slowed. So maybe I want to take off my Globetrotter. Yeah, I'm pretty slow like this. It's not very nice. So we need to go place a tank on this before we do anything, so we can get some steam inside this guy. So let's craft ourselves another steam tank. There we go. And we're going to pop this inside our engineering table. We'll grab ourselves our exosuit chest piece, pop it in here, and we get these. And we're going to put this in the cuboid slot. There we go. We can see we've now got a little bar underneath our chest piece. So if we go over to this one, our steam filler, and we take this and pop it in, you're going to see that it's now going to start filling up with steam. And this guy can hold a ton of steam. For the reason being it holds so much steam is because while it's actually on you, whether you're using it or not, it loses steam. At least I think it's meant to do that. So you can see in my hand at the minute in the top left we have 2009 steam in it. As soon as I put it on, the steam starts going down and I lose the slowness buff, the debuff that I had on me. So yeah, it's kind of a trade-off for that. But let's pop this back in here and do that. And we'll check out some of the upgrades that we can have. So we've got the thrusters, we've got full assist, we've got a steam jetpack, we've got steam wings, and the power fist. Yes, that just sounds amazing, doesn't it? So the first one we'll check out, I guess, is the full assist. It does what it does. So while you've got these on your steam boots, you get a little bit of full assist, which is nice. So we'll pop that in there. And all of these kind of have a visual upgrade as well. So now if you have a look at my boots, you'll see that I've got like kind of green bits on the bottom of them. You see them there? It's pretty cool. I think you can maybe see it from this side a little bit better. Yeah, look, you can see little green bits there. So we get a bit of full assist from those, which is awesome. See what else we've got. So we've got the power fist, which I believe is a chest piece one, and we've got the thrusters, which go on the leg piece. So let's put the thrusters on the leg piece. So where do these go? There we go. And now we've got some added thrusters. Look at those on the side. Isn't that awesome? They're not going to do anything at the minute because we haven't got any steam on us because our guy over here is filling up, but we should have a decent amount in it now. We've got like 73%. That should be more than enough. So let's pop this on. There we go. And you should now find that I have like an improved jump. So if I jump now, I can jump a little bit further than I generally would be able to. Whoop, there we go, see? It's pretty cool. And when I've got myself in F5, you should be able to see the steam coming out of it when I do a little jump. Whoop, see? Isn't that awesome? And we've got a little tank on our back that has like the little reading on it showing how much steam you've got left. That is pretty awesome. I do like it. So now let's go and upgrade our chest piece with some of the really cool extras, like the jetpack and the giant fist of death. Yes. Now a couple of these, I think you can only have one on at a time of certain ones, but that's fine because you know you can't have everything. So we've got the steam jetpack, which can go up here, and now while we've got this equipped, we can fly, which is kind of cool. And you see all the steam coming out the back of me. If I go into F5, oh, let's make sure I don't die. you can see all that going around. And I love when you change position, the thrusters actually move with you. You can see them kind of moving around. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That does look awesome. And while we've got the thrusters on, we actually increase our acceleration speed, I guess, or our vertical acceleration. Something. There's a word for that. It's gone. Totally gone. But I think it increases the speed in which we elevate, which is good. If we didn't have those, then it'd be a little bit slower. So yeah. But the other one that we have, which is kind of cool, let's have a look in here, is these. So let's take this off, and we'll put on this, the steam wings. Now I don't think we can pop them anywhere else except for in there. So like I said, you have one or the other. And while we've got the steam wings on, let's go out here. When we jump off a high distance, we actually start gliding. See? Isn't that cool? It is pretty awesome. It's not as awesome as actually seeing it in action though, because you can see I've got these funky little wings on my back now, these little kind of mechanical wing things. When I actually jump off, we'll go into F5 mode and you'll see them and they actually open up. It's so cool. Alright, here we go. So let's whoop. And oh yeah, look at those little wings opening up. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I just love how the Exosuit has all these additional upgrades that are actually visual as well as functional, which is nice, you know, because it gives it that kind of feel of it adds a bit of weight to the feel, you know. It looks nicer. It's nice when you see those visual upgrades. I love playing the whole RPGs where you upgrade your armor and it actually makes it look more awesome than it originally did in the first place, so that's pretty cool. The next thing we've got is the punching Medubri, the fist of insane deafness, and well, we can put that in there, so we can have that with the jetpack, I guess. And if we, oh, did I leave it in there? I might have left it in there. Yeah, there we go. So now I got that in there, I think we can go and punch stuff, and it sends it flying, because now we've got a mechanical fist of death. It's gonna do that. So let's fly off over here. Now everyone hates ostriches, don't they? So maybe we should go and punch an ostrich, because I definitely hate ostriches. Oh my love, that's amazing. Oh, he's getting angry with me now. Wow, that's... Hold on, we need to deal with this. Wow, what a thing. Wow, these guys are really loud, aren't they? Let's go see how they're doing. Oh, look at those holes! That's so cool! Wow! Well, I guess that's pretty much all of the Exosuit stuff to show off. We'll go and like punch an elephant or something just so you can see it one last time. You get a bit of knockback when you do it, I think, but let's go and... Whey! Oh, jeez. Now we've done it. He's going to get angry with us now. Wow, that's just amazing. So can I feel the wrath of my glittery sword? Yeah, take it. Take it. He took it. Good stuff. What a guy. Well, there we go. That's pretty much all that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and eat a potato, and then we'll go over. We'll turn these guys off. And we'll see the damage that they've gone and done. See what stuff they've made. I keep forgetting I can fly. It's been so long since I've been able to fly. Right, let's get rid of you. There we go. Let's get rid of all this. And that carried on going for ages since it ran out of coal, actually. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Right, Mr. Zombies. Not today. There we go. In the face. Right, so let's go down to these and check it out, I guess. Oh, wow, that's good. That's different. That's something else. I like it. You can see they've made their way in these kind of ravine shapes. So this is where the first one is, and it's stretched from over here all the way over to over there, which is pretty awesome. And it's done the same for the other 3 as well. So this is where the second one started. It should be practically right above me at the minute. And this is where the third one was as well. So over time, it's basically gone through and made a big ravine, just like it says. I don't know how you would do the whole picking up of items. There's many ways of doing it. I guess the best one that I can think of would probably be to use a hopper hock. And if you give it some liquid, then it will go and pick up the items for you, just as long as it's got the range. I know there's a few other mods that have like item pickers and stuff like that, but you know, if you want to do it the cool way, the coolest way is just to do it by hand, because then you get to go down and see all of your spoils and things, which is more fun, isn't it? Running through and just being like, oh, look at all the things falling into my inventory. Oh yeah, it's good. That's what the cool kids do. Wow, I'm definitely not cool. Cool. Alright, I shall see you guys soon. We're going to call that the end of the episode, I believe. And when we come back in the next one, we will more than likely go and beat on a Gaia Guardian, I guess, because we're pretty much done with our steamy side of things. I'm going to still work on this place and make it a lot larger, because at the minute it's more just, we've just demonstrated the stuff. It's not really that functional at the minute, so I'm going to work on the Thumpers and the rock smashers and things to try and get it a little bit more compact and a little bit more useful for the things that we're going to be doing. But yeah, there we go. It looks like it's got a little hat on, doesn't it? A little brain. a little steam brain. Lovely. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one, as always. And goodbye.